Hello to you, my fellow Dark Ones. How are you guys doing today? How's life? And yes, welcome to StoneBlock 4. Oh, and guess what? We are treated specially here with a purple chicken. I guess to get us started with, we have to talk to the peasant, complete stage, and thank you. I guess let us go in. So normally I would go with the first one because it's dark and black, but it's just a ton of anti-blocks which you can mine. So we're just going to go with the standard stone block cave. Hello. Apparently I have joined the party, which is perfectly fine, but we start punching stone. And we also move the torch to the center. Even though we have 25 stone, let us also check the quest book. So, a mysterious path. We get money, start of your stone block world, okay, money, and grandma's treat. That's food, right? Ooh, honey glazed ham. That's actually my favorite. FTB events, we get more money, and B event. Hello B, he just gives you loot. Hopefully something useful. We're gonna have 4 chickens. No, oh, crystal chest, and a chance cube. We open. That's not gonna happen anytime soon. So now we get to the actual quest, which is making ourselves a crafting table with stone. So there you go. We get more money, more pebbles. We do have a few easy quests. One of them is to get ourselves a stone hammer, which will give us the actual cobblestone. Way better. And we also need to make ourselves a stone crook. Skyblock, ocean block, or stone block doesn't make a difference. We use the hammer in order to smash down cobblestone. We get gravel. We smash down gravel in order to get dirt. And apparently we have to use the crook on the dirt. We get saplings. We got spruce. Yes. It doesn't grow here, right? We will see. Also, I don't really want to destroy the symmetry of this original cave. We harvest these ones. Because remember, this is our home. So that is our one piece of dirt. That is our spruce. And we shall twerk. It doesn't grow. There is a high chance this is not tall enough. Yeah, so we do have vein miner, but you do need to have the proper tools. So there you go. An axe. Now it works. Perfect. So I have mined a ton of cobblestone, and what we're going to do is that first we're going to make ourselves a furnace. Also a bee spawned. It gave me leather and copper. But we're going to use the furnace in order to make some charcoal. And since I'm a very lazy person, let's get another furnace. Because we also need to smelt down some cobblestone and get stone. But they gave us hopper. Wow. Stone crook. Thank you. So with the stone that we have just smelted, we can make ourselves a stone hammer that will dig a 3x3 area. That's it. It's not bad. And it does have an amazing durability. Anyways, we're going to follow the quest line. We need leaves. So I'm assuming you can make wooden shears? Yes. So there you go. That's some leaves. Now the quest book wants us to make some water. For that we need this guy. Wooden basin. Which it does say you have to jump up and down. Oops. I messed it up. We'll fix it. So you place down the leaf and then jump. Oh, that was fun. Although they haven't mentioned how would you get it out. My theory is that since we have actually additions, we can use balls. Maybe not. But obviously we're just gonna follow with the quest line. So here is a campfire. We need to cook some leaves and not waste them. Oh wow, it takes ages. Let's get another one. Anyways, once we cook the leaves, what we're going to get is dried leaves, which we have to break it with a crook. That should give us straw, which means I can make a brush. We can use the brush instead of, the crook to get more goodies. The problem is that the quest book wants us to go back to the peasant in order to show our progress. Why? Well, we have to use a command. Oh, that was fancy. Hello. Wait a minute. There is a shop, which I can use it to buy food. Interesting. Beef stew. Also, the fun thing is that over here you can fly, which is amazing. Anyways, moving on, let's get ourselves a block of compressed cobblestone. Apparently our hammer can break it. Come on. Takes longer. That gives us the gravel. That should give us the dirt. And that should give us sand. Perfect. That's a quest. But just in case, let us also go to dust. I think it's one more hammering. Perfect. I was just looking at the quest book and I was not recording. A few creepers spawned next to me and they dropped gunpowder. I didn't die, nothing happened. That was weird. Anyways, we do need to get some iron. And in this mod pack, it's a very fun mechanic. Instead of sieving, you brush. We got iron. We got a few small chunks. That's an iron cluster. And since we do have tiny coal, let's cook it. I'll get more, don't you worry. With the iron that we just got, apparently what we can do is that we can make ourselves an iron hammer. And I made the wrong one. You can... Wow. You can vein mine. It's okay, I just needed a bit more iron. Also, that is a beautiful sword. I'm just saying. Anyways, a brand new iron hammer. And our skill has improved. So since our skill has improved, that means we can use a better brush, right? Yeah, I have an extra feather. Yeah, we can use this one. Wow. So much garbage. Anyways, now what we need to do is to find Healing Spring. It does say that it's towards the north, but we have a map. Yeah, I'm assuming it's also a very good thing that we got this iron hammer. I can dig faster. Also, let's enable F7 just in case. Yeah, so that we don't get mobs. And honestly speaking, it's not even that far. I just went back home in order to get myself a pickaxe and, well, our hammer broke. But we are very close. We have the stone hammer. Hoping it's on the same Y level, yes. And I'm really hoping there are not going to be mobs. There's moth. Purple water. So nice. This could be a bit of cheatiness, but can we break the pots? Yes. I wanted the bricks. Wait a minute. Brew stand. It's a good thing I brought a pick. Lodestone, blast furnace. We take everything home, obviously. Although one thing that we shouldn't forget, we are here for a reason. And that reason apparently is amethyst. Yeah, there are a bunch. Thank you. We need to make something called Chronon Generator. Some creature is approaching. What? I'm out. Oh, Quantum Goat. Oh, it's like the bee, it gives you a reward. I got copper. We also take some sugarcane and bamboo. I'm out of torches, otherwise we would have explored here a bit more. And moth. A bit more moth. Moth is nice. Now that we are back, I'm actually scared to use this brush because if we lose it, we don't have any more feathers. And since I do need to have a teeny tiny bit of copper, we're just gonna use the garbage brush. Yeah, that's plenty. In order to make this Chronon Generator, we need redstone, we need gold, we need copper, so many stuff. Let's see if we get lucky. Yeah. We even got the gold. It's not enough though. It's okay, we have plenty of cobblestone. I'm going to keep a bit of sand because we also need to make some glass. The rest of the dust we're just gonna brush. That should be plenty of gold. So far this thing that we're making, which I have no idea what it does, is very expensive, but there you go. Shouldn't that be a quest? I think we have to show it to the peasant. Okay, we just had to click submit. But we had to come here anyways, so yeah. So have I unlocked /home? No, I was just curious. Not that I mind flying over here, this place is beautiful. Alright ladies and gentlemen, it has been a teeny tiny bit of time later and the only thing that I have done is that I made a dirt patch. If possible, we want to get some grass. Yeah, we got it. We want some passive animals, is the thing. Oh, and by the way, a bee spawn gave me 2 quartz. It's probably useless, we will get millions of that later on. But for the moment, let's see if we can get our 4 chickens. No? There used to be a 1 in 16 chance, I don't really know what happened to that chance. I only got it once in like 12 years. I'm getting old. Oops. Anywho, we also need to take care of our own food, so a bit of farming. And let us check what kind of crops we can plant. So we have beetroot, which is garbage. Wait a minute, you can twerk. I forgot. But we can have some wheat. A bit of sugarcane probably is not a very bad idea, so there you go. Don't know if we need melons or pumpkins, but we have the seeds. And obviously, hemp. That seed was more important than food. Do we also have bamboo? Yeah, it's not gonna be a very tall bamboo, but it will do. But let us get back to the questline. So I have made a few discoveries. Apparently there is something called an action pad. It will teleport you to wherever you want, for example, the world engine. Ah, wait, it's under our base. So this is what we have to repair, I think, and yeah, over here you can fly, which is again weird, but makes sense. I love these things. Oh, Twilight Forest. Frog lights. I don't think I can take them. What? Can you like break it? Maybe we shouldn't. I just love how FTB team makes everything beautiful. But let's go home. It is a bubble, so you can put it in your bubble slot, and also the Chronon Generator, I figured out you need a cell. If it's in your bubble slot or in your inventory, it will gain charge and you can teleport. But another very important task that we have is that we have to get villagers, and for that we get this. Dreadful Dirt. And they also give you another cell. I didn't have to craft it. For the Dreadful Dirt to work, I think we can just put it there. I did bring some slabs, just in case. It's going to take ages for it to spawn something, so let's give it a redstone signal. Maybe a lever is better. Yeah, we got something. It's a zombie. Obviously, we need a zombie villager. Oh, a skeleton. A creeper. Oh, zombie villager. I punched him. So as a quest reward, we got a lasso. It's a bit damaged, but it will do. We take you. Even though we have the zombie villager, but let's change this dreadful dirt a bit. Oh, we have apotheosis. That's so nice. I made a barrel, because the drops can be useful. And I don't really know if the hopper will work. Oh, it doesn't. Yeah, we have to be able to go closer. Oops. It's okay, I will fix that later on. For the moment, let us go to the healing spring. Not sure how this is going to work, but we have to put him in a purple water? Okay, yeah. He's being cured. Get cured. Please. Yay! Our first peasant. Now that we have the villager, we have to convert it into a token, and I did mention that hemp is very important. Actually, I didn't know, I just love the block, but apparently we need some leather. The questbook already gave me 2, but I need 2 more. We have to go with ersatz leather. Oh, it gives you 8. Somebody gave me like 8 honeycombs and I don't really remember, but apparently you will get it anyways. So that is our leather. We shall have an amethyst resonance charm. You have all the mods, iron spells and spell books. In a cave, we also need to have an iron stick from construction sticks. This one has a handle. And now I think we have to go to the world engine. This is so cool. So we put them both inside the world engine. Ooh, fancy. It has a progress bar, but yeah, that gives us an echo encoder, which I'm assuming we can just place down the villager and convert him into a token. Yeah, sneak and right click, which also according to the questbook we can repair that thing, because it has like 10 uses. Yeah, wait, do you like repair everything? No. A hammer? No. Would have been nice. But hello peasants, I brought you a peasant token. Oh my goodness, I can buy diamonds. So I have been thinking for a while, and yeah, we are going to purchase diamonds. But first things first, Gateway of the Emerald Groove. We get 1, and we're gonna purchase some diamonds. 10 of them. Maybe 12. It gives you a loot bag. That wasn't a diamond. Oh, basic vanilla resources. Well, I got emeralds. You see, this is why reading is important. But let's see what we get. More emeralds. Come on, diamonds. No. Wait a minute, you can't even make tools out of emerald. I have been duped. Another creature approaches. Hi. Wait, do you have milk? Thank you. Oh my goodness. Do I have to like kill you? No. Don't come toward me. You're gonna be converted into food. Well, actually, the milk isn't a bad idea. Let's keep him. And hope he doesn't kill me. In the meantime, at least let us try to gear up with iron. I made a stick for this. What a jerk! I do have a feeling that eventually he's just gonna kill me. I just wasted all the coins. It's actually okay, I did not check anything. I'm just going through the quest book and so far it's been very fun. Whoa. Oh! I got a horn. Actually, I have an idea. Stay there. So we got tons of diamonds for some reason. Way more than I was expecting to get. Does Shift K work? Yeah, it compresses everything. So let us try to gear up. Well, I got myself a diamond sword, a diamond chestplate. You shut up. And let's try to spawn something. Oh, you need more space. He can jump over the fence. I just noticed. So I do have a feeling that it wasn't tall enough. Let's check. Yeah. Don't hit me. Actually, there are 4 waves. I got wheat. Actually, let's go out. Spiders are fine. It's just that they do have more health than I was expecting. Don't give me creepers. There's one left. Hi. There is a very high chance that I'm going to die anyways. Oh, that's not bad. Baby zombie. And I broke a torch. Also, probably I should eat. Yeah, don't give me creepers or skeletons. Oh no, we're fine. Still, I think this was a wise choice. We got all the animals. And rabbits. Also, now that I have cows... Hey you, come here. Jerk. Also, what is this? Flux dust. Maybe I should have kept him. But this is perfect. Now we have access to decent food. And also feathers. I can make more brushes. Well, my fellow lords and ladies of darkness, I think we are progressing well, so let's continue. So one of the most important things that I don't really have is wood. There is a quest for making bonsai pots and I think they need a hopper. And yeah, I don't even have enough wood in order to make a chest, so let's go one for oak and one for spruce. You know, just in case we need apples. These are fast. Do you need an axe? Yeah. It's okay, we have access to diamonds, we give them a diamond axe. It won't hurt. Also, it does have a decent durability. I don't have to change it every 5 minutes, but at least we can have a chest. And you know, change the hoppers. Oh, and by the way, a bee spawned and we got another chest. So for the moment, we're actually doing fine on storage, but we need a few tools, a diamond knife, a diamond stick. Oh, and yeah, in this mod pack, we have some of the cool mods, like Sai. Okay, we don't have this one, just in case. But what I wanted was a diamond hammer as well, and I guess with the rest, I make a pants. Also, the reason that I made the knife is that it's not really looting, but it gives you more drops from passive animals. So if I kill a chicken, I do get a few items. Yeah, the cow gave me 3 leather. Anyways, we are almost ready to move on to the next chapter, but before doing that, there are a few things that I want to do. First, we don't need the garbage tools ever again. We get some extra brushes. And this might seem a bit stupid, but we're going to try and get into immersive engineering. Just a coke oven. I just need some treated wood. I know I said I'm going to stick with the questline, but there are things that we need. It will make our lives a bit easier. Actually, first let me try to gather some resources. I need a ton. I'll be right back. That's so much gravel. Oh, and yeah, there was a loot bag and they gave me an energy collector Mark III. You can't use it to convert coal, so it's a bit pointless. Otherwise, life would have been amazing. Wait a minute. We got a slime. Drop something. No. Oh, we got 3. Apparently I have knockback. Actually, talking about that, let's go to the apotheosis menu. It's Control K. We don't want the tutorial. We want to activate Haven, so that we get some bosses from time to time. I'll get back to work, don't you worry. I have gathered some resources. It's not a crazy amount, but it will do for the moment. And yeah, I have already made the coke bricks. We actually got the quest for it as well. Well, we will, once we look at it. So, voila. I was wondering how to move fluids around, and apparently there is a fluid hopper. So I really hope that works. I know that normally you would be able to use a pipe, but pipes are a bit complicated. So let us get some coal coke as well as the creosote oil. Let us get back to the questline. What we need to do is to put the villagers to work. That does require tinted glass and deep slate slabs. You know, it's a very long journey. Why didn't they tell us? We could have taken some. Actually, now that we have a tunnel, it's not that far. I was nagging for no reason. As always. Ouch. You know, it would be funny. How would you make deep slate? Yeah, I just checked the recipe. We had to come here. It's fine. And also, let us take some of the amethyst. Also, what's up here? Nothing. Well, there are glowberries. But ladies and gentlemen, that's what we wanted. The unearther. What the? Oh, you're big. So villager goes in, brush, food. That's our save. Our next quest is to be able to provide workstation to the villagers, and well, there's the decorated pots. Which, that one is easy to get. How would you get a salvaging table? Yeah, I was wondering how would you get amethyst dust. Okay. It's a good thing I made this. I thought I should do some cooking. So 1 amethyst, 1 hammer. And you normally watch your fingers with a knife, not with a hammer. Anyways, that should be our salvaging table, and we need a pot. So there you go. That should be the quest. So if you put them inside the unearther, they will slowly gain some experience. And don't drop them back into the world because they are going to lose their experience. Makes sense. They're stupid. I just came back here to get a teeny tiny bit more amethyst. We can also get these blocks and break them. Wait, none of them are budding. Oh, we take them all then. While I'm waiting for some creosote oil, let's come to the world engine. We put the villager token inside with some bread. And that should duplicate the villager. Let's get one more. Wait a minute, that goes way down. Oh, I can fly, I forget. Yeah, this is deep. Well, there is nothing, obviously, and I don't think it's a wise decision to break it. We take our villagers and go back home. Actually, we don't go home. We go to spawn. Hello, peasants. And in order to complete this chapter, all we need is a bucket of lava. So in the lobby, there should be some specialist villagers, which we should be able to find. The magician. Ah yeah, this opened. This was the first place I checked. Hello, craft archwood planks. And you have a shop. Okay, I spent all of my coins, so I'll be right back. But there should also be a machinist, and he's going to sell us lava, I suppose. Oh, you're the create guy. Not a big fan, but hello. I have completed the task, so you're going to give me money, and how would you give me lava? Craft a train casing. Let's also try to find the quartermaster. There are 3 of them that we have to visit anyways. Oh, there he is. So you're the guy with the guns? Craft a metallurgic infuser. Well, these are all quests, so why not? I don't know who gave me this. Apparently this was a quest reward from one of the masters, but you right click it on stone and you get lava. That is perfectly fine by me. So just to finish the chapter, I need a cobblestone generator and a hammer. I'll get that. I don't think it's a big deal. The only problem is that I never made an infinite water source. Yeah, there you go. That's our infinite water source. The cobblestone generator requires compressed stone. Uh-oh. I need to cook a lot. But that's the hammer. That was cheap. I have some stone. That's not gonna be enough. Yeah, that's only 3. We need 3 more. It did take a bit of time, but that's our cobblestone generator. We have finished the chapter. And I guess since the drawer is empty, we move it on top. You're slow and garbage. But I knew that. Now that the basic chapter has been completed, we have 2 very important decisions to make. Resource generation as well as inventory management. So I don't really know if it's possible to skip the peasants, but we're going to try and go with chickens. And as for inventory management, well, it all depends how my next project goes. We can try to go with the QIO network from Mekanism, just requires a ton of ender pearls. Or we are going to go with the storage lectern from Ars Nouveau. But that does require chickens, because of the ink sac. There is a wandering trader. Ender pearls? He does accept pearls. Well, we do have some emeralds. I think 20. Silk touch isn't a bad idea, honestly. Actually, it takes like everything. It's not just emeralds. Pitcher plant. Why not? It's free water. Delightful dirt would have been lovely, but that's really not gonna happen. We get some mycelium and some podzol. Do we have Taz? No. I don't know the rest of them, I'm sorry. Maybe some mushrooms. Thank you. Oh, what happened to him? I don't know. One of the things that I have done is that I made the mob farm, it's not really a mob farm, but whatever it is, I made it a bit taller so that we can fit endermen. I did get an enderman, he didn't drop a pearl, but I guess with the clock this is going to be way easier. We just have to kill a few mobs. See how it goes. Yeah, it works. Also, this is great because we're getting apotheosis gear. Hello. Slimes are fine, they just suffocate. Yeah, that's an enderman. Drop something. Be useful. Another enderman. He dropped it. Another enderman. What's going on? Yeah, we got 2 pearls. So the QIO network can happen. Because this took like 1 minute. We got 3. I have made myself 2 metallurgic infusers. Now we are trying to make some steel. And we have a coal generator from RF Tools, which seems to be bugged out. But most importantly, I have made myself some goo. Because I realized maybe we should go with just iron things for generating power. Because first off, this really bugs me. It's red. And secondly, I'm going to need a ton of obsidian and I need a way to charge this guy. The entropy manipulator. Oh, I forgot how slow goos are. Oops. Oh, and by the way, just in case you're wondering why we're not going with a cheaty generator, I don't know, a thermoelectric generator or something, they have been disabled in this mod pack, so our options are a bit limited. Honestly speaking, I don't even know how to make a crazy amount of power. We might have to go with gas burning generators or fuel generator. There's always reactors from power. Dude, convert. It's been a while, thank you. But we got our first pieces of ferrocore, that's great. And you, cook me steel. Also, for the moment, can we just cover you? No, it's not bugging me. I'm a weird person, I know that. But we have some steel, which is perfect. We have some ferrocore, which is more perfect. And what we want to do is to try and make an enrichment chamber. Oh, I forgot about circuits. Let's not waste anything. For a normal person, it would also make much more sense to generate the resources, then work on an inventory system, but for me, I just want some inventory management. Everything is a quest, so if I have not done anything wrong, that is our steel casing, another quest. That is our enrichment factory. But in any case, here is a pocket generator, and let's hope it actually charges my wand. Oh yeah, it does. Perfect. That does mean we can get some alloys. Obviously, we're not gonna upgrade any of the machines, we don't have power and I need the resources. Also, I made 2 coal generators, and I'm unhappy with both of them. Well, actually, for the pocket generator, I can use some coal coke. That's more efficient. But we can have 2 simple coal generators from Just Tire Things. Let's take them. These are better. They do accept coal coke. A mystical questing ram. No. Oh, yeah, what do I do with this in the middle of my base? I thought it's the goat. But yeah, now we can move on to better alloys. You see, Mekanism is easy. The QIO network is a bit resource intensive, but we're up to atomic alloy, and this is our first one. Thank you. The part where it gets a bit expensive is all the circuits. Why do you give me a quest for everything? And it's always money, it doesn't give you anything of interest. You know, it's not like you make a circuit, they give you like 2 more circuits. That would have been nice. But let us try to count. So, 2 ultimate circuits for that. That's a ton of ender pearls for the drive. The dashboard is cheap, but also a ton of ender pearls. And then 4 more ultimate control circuits for the drive. We're just gonna have 1 drive. For now. So in total I need 6 circuits. That's it. Oh, I have them. We don't have them. I just mean I have enough advanced. Let's upgrade them. Also, just wanted to let you know that it seems that we are going to have everything that we are going to need. We don't have a problem with alloys. It's just the ender pearls. But I did everything with like 4 lava. 4 obsidian, I mean. But now the only thing that I need is going to be pearls. I only have 5. And I need like 20? Slimes are the worst. But it's fine, endermen are a bit common. Bounties only give you money. And ironically, money doesn't buy you pearls. Yes. Oops. Hi. I'm scared of creepers. So don't quote me on this, but I think if you use the knife, there's a higher chance of getting pearls. I could be wrong, I don't really have a mob farm, I just have 1 block. But it does seem I'm getting more garbage. So he's not allowing anyone to spawn. Die. Please. Thank you. And we got a witch. I thought it's an enderman. So if we get a pearl from this one, then it's a guarantee, right? Okay. It's not a guarantee. But I think we can also have enchanting, right? Let's get some obsidian. This is the worst part. Come on. Thank you. We can have cheaty sugarcane, because we have twerking. And we do have leather in order to make books, so we're fine. There you go. An enchantment table. I'm not going to go that crazy. We're not going to get looting anyways. Reaper, sharpness. Only sharpness. Well, we can do this a few times. Even looting 1 is fine. Maybe we should go with some bookshelves, because this is being garbage. And we have more leather. I just wasted almost all of my experience, and guess what? We got sharpness 1. It's perfectly fine. I'm not that picky. Sharpness isn't the worst. I had better luck with the knife, because I just killed 2 endermen and no pearls. Rift Disruptor. Really? And Reaper. I hate Reaper. I don't need Reaper. Efficiency. What's the deal with Reaper? I remember in 1.7 you used to enchant like 5 million items in order to just get Reaper. Yeah, I go with sharpness 1. That's fine. And we have an enderman. Perfect. And a pearl. Ladies and gentlemen, in total we have 16 ender pearls and that's it. I counted everything from every single chest. And so let's try to do everything bit by bit. We are going to need 1 more steel ingot. There you go. That is 4 teleportation cores. And I need 1 more pearl in order to make the drive. That's actually quite nice. I should have made the mob farm automatic. That would have saved a lot of time. Come on, drop the pearl. Did you? No. He's gonna drop it, right? Yes. He didn't drop it. This, ladies and gentlemen, is called bad luck. But we will get it. Oh, again? Oh, the goat is inside. Oh, enderman. Let me get my pearl. I will kill you. I got it. Oh, what? I think the goat dropped it. After getting a bunch of gizmos, that should be our drive. That's a big achievement. I think. So the only thing that we are going to need is a dashboard, which is like 7 ender pearls, and a drive, which is 1 ender pearl. So 8 in total. I have killed 28 endermen, so the rates are not that bad. Yeah, great. I'll be right back. We just need 1 more pearl, just the 1, and then we will have our QIO network. Of course, later on I have to get way more pearls in order to increase the drives, but for the moment this will do. You get so many witches. I don't know why. Well, I think it's correct because we're not getting spiders. It's just a 1 by 1. You're the one. Please, please. Yes. So we need 2 more circuits. That is the drive. We need a teleportation core, and that is the dashboard. we're all good. We just have to set their frequency to whatever. And we're going to change the color to purple. Obviously. So I can put garbage. Oh, wow. Finally. And you know, the best part is that you can just break it and take it anywhere you want. Well, actually, you don't even have to break the drive. You just have to take the dashboard. I forgot. But let's fill it in. I think the drive is full. Yeah, 128 types. Still, that's quite nice for me. Also, if I remove the things that I don't really want, then we're going to free up space. Although now the problem is, I want one more. This is the expensive one. My fellow lords and ladies of darkness, it hasn't been a crazy amount of time later, but I have been here gathering some pearls. We have 12. And since my knife is almost broken, I thought maybe I should use the sword for anything other than Enderman. I just want 14 for 2 drives. I don't have the rest of the resources, but at least if I get the pearls, the rest are going to be easy peasy. It's just that for the past 2 minutes I have not been very lucky. I get slimes. I hate slimes. They move you. Oh, Enderman. Okay. One more. Drop the final one, please. I want to go to sleep. In real life, yes. After I get the drives, obviously. Oh, and actually it's not that grindy. I killed 1 stack of Enderman. In total. And we got a carrot. Didn't have a carrot. So up to right now, I actually did not do any more sieving or brushing or whatever. And unfortunately, yeah, we're out of resources. Drop a drive. An egg. Feathers. Dirt chests. Yes. The most amazing storage. How to use it? Oh, you need a stack of dirt. That is perfectly fine. There you go. We keep the book. Very important. I made 1 stack of compact cobblestone. I converted half of them into sand so that we get copper. Because literally I just broke my brush and we didn't have any copper. The rest of that will be just gravel. We will get plenty of coal and iron. And a whole lot of clay. I think we should build out of bricks. Wait, do you work in an enrichment chamber? Oh. It's not that amazing. It's basically like a raw ore, so each 3 gives you 4. Not worth it. As usual, it has been a teeny tiny bit of time later, and I think we can make an extra drive. Yeah, we can have 4 circuits, which is great. And voila. An extra drive. You know, our main problem is type of items, not the actual items, because we're not filthy rich, it's just that we have a ton of garbage. But very soon, we're also going to get the next one. I just need a few more alloys. Yeah, 2 more. Also, I have been checking, you cannot get more dreadful dirt. You have to buy the chicken feed. And it's from the enchanter, which we haven't unlocked yet. So that was the way to go, I think. I guess now that we have slime balls, we could have also done this. But for me personally, storage is the most important thing. I'm very disorganized. Yeah. Another drive. Now we're good. Also, just out of curiosity... Oh, we have plenty of cows. For a second, I thought I have killed all of them. I just wanted some leather so that we can make a backpack. You know, I do have a tool rack, but a backpack isn't a bad idea. It's just that I'm used to an ME terminal. I'm always looking for the crafting grid. We put it in the center. But yeah, also a backpack. Thank you. Open backpack. I don't know. Enter. Oh, that opens the mods. Now it works. I can put my garbage in. I was editing the footage and these guys fell down. And I even picked one up. I don't know how that happened. But that was uranium. Iron. I don't think they're going to be anything special. Yeah, so far it's just normal ores. Oh, okay. What the hell is that? Oh, clay. You know, it did mention that there's going to be valuable things inside, but so far, not that great. Well, I think I got all of them. Nothing of interest. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it has been the next day for me, and I have been busy. With chickens. Well, actually, I have been doing a lot of work. Obviously, I have killed a few mobs. We have tons of ender pearls, like 4. No, but I decided to use one of them in order to make an item collector so that we can gather eggs. This one is offset to the center of the farm. Barn, whatever. Because what I decided to do was that I decided to get into the Roosts mod, and I decided to do that on my own because it has gone through changes. But let us just go through it really fast because I think all of you already know how it works. So you need a chicken stick. You sneak and right click on any chicken and you pick it up. Normally it would just fall on the ground, but since we have an item collector, it's here. That's one of the first chickens that you have to get. There are also a few other chickens, like the green chicken, and you have to make the egg for it and just throw it, and hope for the best. Yeah, can I get one more? No. But the most important thing that you have to do is that you have to mix and match different chickens in order to get a higher tier chicken. For example, I started with gray chicken. With the gray chicken and the water chicken that I crafted, I did manage to make the stone chicken, I made the flint chicken, and finally, we have an iron chicken. However, the mechanic has changed. You can't just give them seeds. There are different tier of seeds for different tier of chickens. And you know, each one of them does require a soul. How do you get a soul? I'm glad you asked. You put it inside the soul extractor. And that's not blood. That's life essence. No. But yeah, depending on your chicken, you will get a soul. Which you can use it in order to craft a few seeds, and so far we're up to tier 3. And for that you need an alloy kiln. So at first I thought this is going to be super painful and it was a horrible decision, but apparently you can also plant the seeds. So this is a tier 3 seed, which you can use it in order for your chickens to start making resources. We're getting iron. Although this time you have to kind of automate it because there is a roost collector which will take out the iron, for example. And there is a roost feeder which you have to feed it the seeds. I don't have it yet because at this very moment I don't really have a method of automating the seeds, so it would be redundant. Then apparently in order to improve your chickens you need to put them inside a trainer with the corresponding seed, and then they're going to improve on their experience and level. I don't really know what that's going to do, but it does require blaze rods, so for me it's a bit far away. But we do have to wait on chickens for the moment because, well, I can't really automate anything with it. But there are also a few more updates. For example, you get a QIO drive as a quest reward. But one was not enough, we needed way more. Also, you might notice that we have the simple reforging table from Apotheosis. And tons of goodies. Also, I have already killed an Apotheosis boss, so we're at the Ascent level. And since we do have to do some explorations, I thought maybe we are going to need better armor. And maybe a better sword? I want sockets. Give me a socket, you jerk. Okay, yeah, that one gives us 2. That's much better. And I do have some gems. We have 2 gems of the Warlord, Samurai, and 1 Breach. That's garbage. One of them is critical chance, one of them is critical damage. And one of them gives us extra heart. Okay, that's 1 heart. It's better than nothing. So where do we want to go and explore? Apparently there is somewhere where we would be able to find Archwood. You know, these guys. And you do get a compass from one of the peasants downstairs. The magic guy. So let's go and try to check it out. Okay, so I just wanted to mention, I have been digging for a very long time. And we have arrived. It's next to an ancient city. Also, there are not that many crazy mobs. What is this? Oh, it's locked. Do you have to play a minigame? That was correct. Okay, I think you just have to align them. That was hard. But we got our Archwood. There is a key. Unfortunately, I didn't bring it. Well, that's not great because there are so many spawners down there. There is a self-destruction protocol. Come on. Thank you. More Archwood. Yeah, I don't want spawners. Hello. We run. Oh, it's just you. We actually need them. To an extent. This minigame is gonna kill me. Maybe not. I'm getting good. So we get actually a relatively decent sword. A few things from Iron Spells mod. And 1 spell. Where's the Vexing Archwood? You know, the purple one. Fortune! Finally. Yeah, it's a good thing I upgraded my backpack. We are getting tons of loot. Not great loot, but it's decent. I have just realized there is a high chance we are going to die. I also don't have enough food, is the thing. So there's a tower in the center. There was a trial chamber down there, so I had to use scaffolding. And there's also a ghost thingy. He kept punching me. Yeah, that guy. Oh, it's from the Twilight Forest. I literally just got my Archwood and ran away. It was in a pot. The problem is that I went there without any food. I mean, I had food, but I consumed most of that while digging. So, before we go to the peasants, let's do one more quest. A very important quest that we have to complete for one of the peasants is a train casing from Create. This is why I made the foundry, and we also, I think, need to make some brass. Hope this cheaty recipe works. It's just zinc and copper. Yeah, that is brass. And for the train casing, I already have steel and obsidian inside the foundry. We first need to make a mold. That's just a copper sheet. And then we pump... Wow, that took all of my steel. But we pump in the obsidian. And that is an obsidian plate. And just for the quest to get completed, that is a brass casing. And a train casing. Lovely. Let's go visit the peasants. I love these portals. Actually, we can just go to the magician. We have completed a task. Lovely. So he does sell us more garbage, which is amazing. Oh, actually, I will take the enchanting table. I used mine in order to make a reforging table. We can also make a passive mob farm, but for the moment, I don't think that's necessary. But let us also go to the machinist. Yeah, task complete. So one of the things that I have realized is that the entropy manipulator was given me by the machinist. I didn't pay for it. But there's one more trait that I want. And that's it. Impact core. Let's get 2. Oh, wait a minute, I can buy the chicken trainer. Lovely. So let's just go home. So the impact core itself is very important because we can use it in order to make way better hammers. They're expensive, but it will do. As for the enchanting table, we're just gonna replace it. And most importantly, we're not gonna waste more copper. As for the chicken, let us just give it a test. So that's the iron chicken. We have some tier 3 seeds. Okay. We're infusing the chicken with the seeds. Wait a minute, it has 128 levels and I just got like 10% of level 1. Oh boy. Oh, there is a temporal pouch instead of a time in a bottle. Hey, no. We wait. That's funny. So this is a level 1 chicken, and in this version you cannot stack the chickens. So I guess you have to level them up. Gives you 1 iron. Maybe it had to go like way up. Well, I'm going to try and improve him, see if there is a difference. But in the meantime, let's fix the core. So I upgraded one of the cores, and I want the best hammer possible. It's not going to be made out of netherite, it's going to be diamond, but it will do. It's just that I'm out of diamonds. Wait, I did not make it. Yes, now I made it. Reinforced core. The other one is expensive and requires diamonds. And also a bit of gold. So let me try to gather enough diamonds. I'll be right back. So my fellow Dark Ones, I have actually gathered a decent supply of diamonds, and I also did manage to get some gold. And I was hoping I have more gold. Yeah, I think brushing is not paying off that much, but it's fine. That was like 1.5 stacks of compressed dust. But fear not, for the things that we want to make, we already have everything. So that is the reinforced impact core. And that is a diamond reinforced hammer. Which for some reason is not a quest, but we don't care. This is incredibly useful. Look, because eventually I do have to make a base. We can't just live in corridors. Yeah, I do understand. They are going to be corridors, but they're going to be bigger corridors. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's also a good time to wrap up the episode. Now I do understand why you guys wanted me to play this one. This is fun. I just wanted to let the FTB team know I'm very happy about the purpleness. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Till the next one. Bye bye. Oh, you're probably also watching this on my birthday. I'm getting old. Bye.